So it is like 7:45-ish. I woke up pretty early this morning so that way I could get ready and get packed up, even though it's just for a night. I've got like a full bag because, you know, classic me. And I am getting ready to head to Alexandria, Virginia, and then Caroline and Ryan are going to pick me up from the hotel, and then we're going to go into DC, which is about like 8 minutes from the hotel. So I'm still feeling sick. I feel better than I've felt in the past 4 days, so fingers crossed. I like want to knock on wood or something. My throat is a little scratchy, but I've got all the medicine, and I am gonna just work on staying warm and then also like not pushing myself too much. So I'm gonna give it all for the engagement session and then probably head back to the hotel and go immediately to sleep. I am really excited that this is the first time I will be shooting actually in DC. I wish that I would have brought somebody with me so that way I could get behind the scenes, but I didn't think about that until the last minute and people don't have time to ask off work. So it is a one-woman show this time, but I also know that Caroline and Ryan watch a lot of my stuff, so they probably know that I like to do a lot of behind the scenes. So if I am able to set my phone down and get some of the things that we were doing, then I will definitely do that for you guys. Y'all already know I'm getting the road trip food. Okay, I got my Bojangles. It's so weird because I normally don't eat until like pretty late in the afternoon, but today, I guess it's because I woke up so early, I am starving. So I'm about to be face first in these chicken supreme. I got a 4-piece. I normally get a kid's meal with a 2-piece because I can never actually eat the 4. But today, I'm taking the challenge. It's also so weird because I like fast food. Like, it's fine. It's not my favorite food in the world, obviously, but I'm like a Bojangles, Chick-fil-A, occasionally Taco Bell, but I'm not like a huge fan of Taco Bell. And then I am not a fan of McDonald's, except for recently. I have been so into and craving their bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. Like, tried to go get one the other day when I was sick because I was craving it, and I was like, I'm gonna give this to myself. Who's honking? Okay, never mind. I was gonna try to go get it the other day because I was craving it, and I was like, I'm sick, I deserve this. And they didn't have biscuits, which granted it was like 10 o'clock at night, but still. Anyways, I'm sure I'll probably get all kinds of judgment for being like, I love a McDonald's bacon, egg, and cheese, but that's like a little fun fact that I don't share with anybody. Okay, quick update. Apparently I was hungry, but still not hungry enough to finish all 4 chicken supremes, chicken nuggets, chicken strips. One day. Fun fact about me, I actually grew up listening to Metallica and was like a head-banging rock toddler kid. So I grew up on Metallica. This is like I'm super excited because look at those colors. We're getting a little bit of colored leaf change, tree change in Wilmington, but nothing like when you go up a little bit north. So, I'm so excited. Okay, made it to the hotel. So excited to sit on a bed. I'm so tired. No issues, and I'm very happy because the last time I had to travel pretty far for an appointment, a wedding day, I woke up and my car tire was just gushing air, and I had to have my tire valve replaced that morning, and my brother had to save me, and it was like a whole thing. So I was a little nervous to make this drive, but thankfully nothing happened. It was uneventful, easy drive, and the weather is really nice. The clouds all kind of went away, so it's pretty sunny outside right now. They're going to be coming back in, so we're gonna have to move pretty quickly and just be really strategic about where we're spending our time. So we are starting at the National Portrait Gallery, and I'm excited about this. It's technically inside, but it's all glass, so it's gonna have like a very rich and elegant feel. And then from there, we are either going to try to get both the DC War Memorial and also the DC National Arboretum, or we're gonna pick one of them kind of based on time, and they're about 25 minutes apart from each other. So normally I can make a travel distance like that happen if it's really worth it, but if we get to the point where we get to the National Portrait Gallery and I'm just like enthralled with all of the things that are happening and all of the locations that are in there, which may or may not happen, then we will try to get both spots. If we get there and there's only a couple places to use or the light's not really that great, then I'm gonna follow the light, go to the War Memorial, and then also the Arboretum, because there should be lots of leaves changing and it's gonna look really pretty and really fall. The goal for this shoot was to have something that looked very DC, because both of them live here. They're gonna get married in Raleigh next year, so they're from North Carolina, but we wanted to make sure that we captured this part of their relationship since this is where they are officially living. So it should be fun. They are on my way. They are on the way to pick me up now, and then I'm gonna drive with them to all of the different locations. Say hi.
Hey. That's good.
Okay, we're done.
Yay!
It's a little cold, but not too bad. We've got all the fall colors. How do you guys feel?
Doing great. Doing great.
Cold.
Yes.
Look at that grilled cheese.
I've really been craving this for so long.
Okay, I'm home. I have a full belly. I'm super excited about all the pictures that we got. It was like the most perfect day. Nothing went wrong. I'm so thankful because those days are so rare. But now I am back. It feels like it is super late, but it's only 6:30. So I guess I'm just gonna chill and still continue to nurse myself back to health. It was interesting because we made it to the first two locations that we had planned for. So the National Portrait Museum Gallery, and then also the DC War Memorial. But then when we went to get in the car to go to the Arboretum, the sun was like, it was setting, the clouds were rolling in. It was going to be like a 30-minute drive over there. So we decided to just use the locations that we had around us, which actually ended up being really fun because we got some places that were not necessarily planned, but they were beautiful and white and all of the trees, and we got the monuments in the background, which was essentially what Caroline and Ryan wanted in the first place. So I am kind of glad that we were able to do that, because sometimes my favorite locations and favorite pictures that come out of sessions are the ones that were unplanned and things that we stumbled across because of the light and the color and the composition of what was around us. So I'm thankful that we had the chance and the parking spots to be able to kind of wander around DC and find really good spots. So I am pumped to show you the final product. Good morning again. So I was originally going to just wake up and head home this morning, but I decided I'm in DC, so why not just do a little bit of sightseeing and go and see the Lincoln Memorial, since I didn't get to see it yesterday. I'm gonna get a couple of extra pictures that I can put on Caroline and Ryan's blog just to bring it to the next level. Maybe do some self-timer stuff of myself. We'll see. I don't want my camera equipment to get stolen, but I also kind of want some pictures of myself. And when you're alone, this is kind of what you have to do. So I just drove into DC. I was only about like 4 miles away from the actual city. Lincoln Memorial is over that way. I just parallel parked like a boss in the middle of all of this traffic. And now I'm gonna pack up my stuff and walk over. So I'm a city girl. It's actually not really that cold out. As far as like when you look at the temperature, I mean, it's like bearable to be out here. I think it's like 48, 47 degrees, but I am a beach girl, so I'm super cold. So I recently bought this jacket last year that my Michigan and Minnesota friends would say covers my butt and is like an actual coat, not a jacket. So I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, I'm just gonna see a couple of the things and then probably head out, so that way I'm not spending all the time here, and then I also want to be out of here before lunchtime hits and the traffic gets really bad. My self-timer is set up. I'm glad that nobody's really around, because then I don't have to worry about anybody stealing it. But look, it's so cute. I've been joined by people, so now I have to wait. So traveling 101, or traveling by yourself 101. There's all these high school kids here that are severely underdressed for the weather. It's like ridiculous. Also just got made fun of for being a vlogger, so I'll take it if I look legit. I love it. Sitting on the ground trying to fix my camera stuff because I'm doing some pictures of myself, and they told me that it's bad for my health if I sit on the ground and that girls shouldn't sit on the ground. It's too funny. Finally, the sun is coming out. The clouds are going away a little bit and it's warming up a little bit, but it's been so fun hanging out and talking with everybody, and I've been putting on quite a show with my camera setup to get some pictures of myself, so all of the not English native speakers have been like very enthralled by it, and then also been getting lots of weird looks, but it's fine. Here's the little setup. Here's me, DC, Lincoln Memorial, and then I just control my camera through the app on my phone. Okay, my nose is starting to get red, so I think my little DC adventure is over. And it's time to head back to North Carolina. Oh, it's so bright. But I have got to just hang out a little bit and take some pictures for some other people, and I'm super excited to show you guys the pictures from yesterday. It's really been a fun little challenge to try to take pictures of myself here with my real camera, but I'm excited that I did it and I tried, and I think they're good. It's fine. You're probably not gonna be able to hear me. Okay, pause. I always think it's so interesting to come to DC and hear all of the different languages, and people will run up to you and start talking, and it's like, I have no idea what you're saying, but I don't know, I think that's kind of humbling and something everybody should experience at some point in time. Especially if you grew up where I did, where everyone is pretty much from the same town, doesn't really leave or move or anything like that. So I just think it's something that everybody should have the experience of experiencing. And then also, a little bit of city life is good for the soul.